What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We on the grind and improve your mind. So in this video, we're going to talk about the foods you should and should not eat on Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Alright, guys, so let's just jump right into it. I know you guys have time to spend with your family, so we're going to get through this with you guys. So Mike's going to share his screen with you guys, and we're going to go over some foods. Yes or no, should you eat this on Thanksgiving to maintain a healthy lifestyle? If you're not trying to cheat on your diet, you're not trying to be an idiot on Thanksgiving, you get completely bloated and then want to throw up, even though I know it's like one day is a holiday, but still, it's the fact that counts.
Yeah, so if you actually are trying to be good on Thanksgiving, trying to make sure you stay consistent on like a lifestyle that you want to be on, let's go and look at the Thanksgiving foods and let's see if they're good or bad for you. So I have it already up on the screen so we can look at it ourselves. So we got roast turkey.
All right, should you eat it? I'm going to say yes. I would say try to get turkey that is hopefully organic, hopefully maybe
Even heirloom.
yeah, treated well by standards, right? And hopefully it doesn't have too hidden red flag ingredients. So turkey, I would say, is yes.
The next one is mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes is kind of iffy because, if depending on how easily your insulin gets triggered and how well you handle carbs, it can go from like what to whoa, to the body, and it might affect you in some kind of way. So if you're trying to be good, try not to have maybe too much mashed potatoes. Try not to, especially depending on the ingredients you may use for it.
I also say don't get any of like those boxed mashed potatoes. Make them homemade. Like I feel like you're better off just getting like organic or whatever kind of the healthiest the healthiest potatoes that you can, and making them homemade is a lot better than just getting like a box that literally has them already mashed or whatever, because I feel like those are so much worse in comparison.
I just feel like mashed potatoes are very easy to overeat, and you're gonna feel extremely bloated.
My god, yeah, mashed potatoes are good.
If you are trying to really maintain your weight and you're really trying to stay on the grind, then I would recommend you do not eat mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving, even though that sounds crazy to say. But if you're really on that journey and you're really trying to stay strict and be the 1%, then I would say no.
So we got cranberry sauce. It's not really a food. It's more of, I guess it is kind of a food. It's something you put on stuff. I'd probably stick away from cranberry sauce in my opinion. I don't really think it really does anything to benefit you, at least for, I mean, like you could put it on turkey. Like people normally put that stuff on turkey and stuffing and stuff. I don't really think it really gives you any benefits. I feel like it might spike blood sugar. To me, I think it's a thumbs down, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, so that is gonna be a no.
And this one's gonna be a definite no too. Apple pie.
Most of you guys eat sugar every single day, and you hate yourselves for it, even though you don't know that you hate yourselves, but you actually do. Apple pie is full of sugar, of course, especially most of the ingredients that they use for most brands and stuff, especially the stuff you're gonna make. If you're trying to live an extremely healthy lifestyle and you're trying not to cheat, then I recommend you have the apple pie. And if you're trying to have a cheat meal, fine, I guess, if you want to go splurge. But if you're a hardcore all gainer like us, I would say no. Way too much sugar, way too much insulin. You will feel bloated, and you will not want to have Thanksgiving sex because you're going to be so bloated, you're not even going to want to be with your partner after that.
And the next one is gravy. So
yeah, a lot of people are going to hate us for this one, but I mean, a lot of gravy is full of sugar and different kind of stuff. So a lot of people like to put this on their turkey, but that just turns into a sugar fest, especially if they like gravy. They just blast the gravy all on the turkey, and you just negate any healthy effects of the protein of the turkey with the gravy. So maybe in moderation, just a little bit, but in general, you just don't want to have too much. So we're gonna go with a no rating.
Yeah, if you can find one, if you could find gravy that has like no sugar and has has none of the bad stuff in it, if you can find a really good one, by all means. But the best thing to do is just try to do things that are homemade and where you can control the ingredients that go into it. If you can do that, then by all means. But I usually stay away from gravy.
That's probably going to be a no.
The next one is going to be green bean casserole.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing to put on the list, but hey,
it is. That is actually weird. But it's apparently it's a staple in some homes. I mean, green beans aren't bad for you. I'm trying to see what else they actually put in here, but let's see. They use Campbell's cream of mushroom soup. I probably wouldn't use Campbell's. Campbell's isn't really that great. Crispy onion topping. I feel like green beans just on itself would be fine, but I mean, again, if you can make it homemade and control the ingredients that you put in there, so you don't, overdo it with like certain sugars and certain complex, terrible, carbs and stuff. If you try to make it in a way where it benefits you, by all means, do it. I feel like this wouldn't be too bad, but you just got to make sure the ingredients that go into it are things that will help you in the long run, and not try to make shortcuts, or just try to do it from a box or something, because usually those lead you to nowhere that you don't want to be there. No, don't do that.
Yes, most likely it's going to be a no for the green bean casserole.
Another no, and I already see it on the screen, is pecan pie. Here's another dessert that we probably say no. If you can find a keto pecan pie, by all means. I don't think they make those, but if you can find any of these desserts, if you can find a keto version, then by all means. But usually a lot of these desserts, even if they are keto, they're gonna spike blood sugar hella.
Yeah, it's probably most likely you're going to bloat up, and it's not even worth it. The only treat that's really worth bloating for is warm chocolate chip cookies baked in the oven. That's just my opinion, though.
Homemade,
Yes,
specifically.
homemade. So we're gonna say no for the pecan pie.
Yeah, no. Now baked potato. I feel like that'd be better.
Better than mashed potatoes.
It'd be
I would
better than
say.
mashed potatoes.
Hopefully it's a sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are a little bit better than regular potatoes, but I would say in moderation. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to be keto carnivore in order to know that a potato is pretty good.
Yeah.
But I would say, as long as it's moderation, I would say potato is yes.
Yeah.
Good to
baked
go.
potatoes fine. Candied yams. I feel like
Once again, it depends how much you could really handle.
yeah, and you got to make sure that because I mean I know that they when you make candied yams, sometimes they'll put stuff in there to make it more sweet. So you want to be aware of that. You want to make sure that you don't overdo it, because sometimes, especially if you're not even the one that's making this stuff, you got to make sure you know what's in it, because sometimes people will add shit to these foods, even like not even just candied yams, but like other things too. People will just add stuff like extra sugar here and there, or something that's sweet, that's gonna spike your blood sugar that you didn't even realize it's in there, and it might screw you up. So you just want to be careful. I say candy yams would be fine, but you need to make sure again that you can control the ingredients that go in.
Yep. So I would probably say that is a.
Let's give it a ding. Let's give that one a ding, but just be careful. Just a ding with a side eye emoji, okay? Ding with a side eye.
Watch
emoji.
it, guys. You watch
Be
it.
careful. Cornbread dressing. This is stuff that I guess you put on top of things.
Probably
on top of
not.
dishes. That's just honestly, that's an instant just negative right there. No go.
Yeah.
Big
no.
Big no from me, dog. What? I'm so confused. Why is mac and cheese on here? I mean, if you can make cauliflower mac and cheese, if you
maybe
make
like
a
a healthy
cauliflower
version.
mac and cheese, that's a ding. If it's regular homemade or even homemade mac and cheese, I say no. Now, if you make your own noodles, for mac and cheese, and you use specific ingredients that can be in the eye of keto, then that's a little different. But then again, you're better off just doing cauliflower mac and cheese at that point.
Yeah. So for regular mac and cheese, it is a definite no.
No, dog.
If you're trying to be healthy, if you're trying to be just not caring and cheat meal, yeah, sure, go for it. But if you're trying to be healthy on Thanksgiving, no.
No. And here's another dessert, pumpkin pie.
Very popular one.
Yes, very
But
popular.
unfortunately, a lot of it is just full of sugar. And like regular pumpkin in itself is pretty good for you. But when you add pumpkin pie, all the sugar in the crust, massive spike of insulin, massive bloating, massive gut damage. I know it's only one night, but still, it will affect you. So just be careful. I would probably say no.
Yeah. The next one is stuffing. I
love stuffing.
I know you do.
But stuffing is full of carbs, and not the best carbs, processed carbs, and it's going to destroy you once again, destroy your gut.
Yep.
It's going to destroy your entire
Existence.
brain. Yeah, so no.
This is a big no. Yeah, no. Here's a sweet potato casserole.
Now, depending how you make this, you could either make or break it for me.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like with sweet potatoes, like they're very good just on their own, but when you make the casserole, it'll be, because it's kind of similar, I guess, in perspective to candied yams, except that it won't be like as sweet. you just got to be careful how you make it. And like we said it a million times for other things, you got to, if you can control what goes in, then you're good to go. I feel like sweet potato casserole would be a plus, and would be something that I say you should eat. But you just need to be careful what goes in. I think it just be aware of those things, and I think you'll be good. The next one is Brussels sprouts. So I think Brussels sprouts actually would be good. You just it depends on how, if you cook them and you know what you're doing with Brussels sprouts, then you're gonna be fine. If other people cook them, they might do something to them. But I feel like Brussels sprouts, just like in a vacuum, is good. I think that's a plus, at least to me. What about you?
We're gonna go for a yes.
Yeah, I think Brussels sprouts is perfectly okay.
Yeah, it's a good green.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. Rolls. This is a no.
Do we even have to say anything more? Come on, guys. You should be watching our channel.
Yeah.
No rolls, carbs,
No.
fat. No.
No, absolutely not. Butternut squash soup.
Butternut.
Butternut squash.
I don't even
soup.
like that word, butternut. Anyway,
Nut.
don't like that. So I'm gonna give it a no because I don't
yeah.
like the word.
I say no too, honestly. I mean, I say just give it a no. I don't trust how certain people make these things.
Absolutely fucking not.
But yeah,
so that's a little list for you guys. So some honorable mentions: green beans are good. Chocolate chip cookies bad unless you make them like keto or like very healthy style. There are different kind of things I'm sure different people's families eat. Like good, you want to stick to healthy meats and maybe some meatloaf. Hopefully no breadcrumbs. And
I even say pork too.
Yeah,
Having
pork.
like pulled pork.
Try to have some
Be
healthy
good.
meats and get your vegetables up. And not corn, because corn's not a good vegetable.
No,
maybe
definitely
not
not.
carrots, a little insulin spike. So just be mindful of what you guys eat for Thanksgiving. Hopefully you enjoy it with your loved ones and don't think too much about it, but you want to try to at least minimize the damage when it comes to what you're eating. Be mindful, don't go too crazy, because remember, the next day is going to come, and when it does, you don't want to be feeling like crap through it. So, with that said, make sure you guys hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and Mike works hard on editing these videos, so if you like to show appreciation for the channel, you can donate to the Cash App, like in the description below, and leave a comment on what your favorite Thanksgiving food is, and we will see you guys in the next video.
With you.